So I'm going to bend this around, and that's going to give me a really beautiful edge. Haha! So it got a little bit of clay. I've used this so much that it's kind of taken that shape. It used to be totally just a little rectangle. Okay, so already that's looking a little nicer, right? It's a little more soft, because you want to think about this lip is going into the mouth of someone that's using it, and so how can, very romantic connection, how smooth or soft should that be? I was interested in these 5 artists because I think they have really innovative approaches to the functional object. I think that today it's really relevant to have objects that have a specific function or kind of bring more to the table, and so these artists all use really unique techniques to create their pieces. Sometimes they're in collections, sometimes there's pattern repeated in the form and in the surface treatment, and I think that's a really interesting thing they all have together. I think Andrew's a really successful artist because he uses surface treatment that enhances the form of his pieces. So not only is he creating really innovative forms, the surface treatment, the decals that he uses enhance the forms that he's made. So all the artists in this exhibition use pattern in a different way in their work, and so Blair does an amazing job using plaster molds that are really ornate to create the patterns that you see in all of his work. These forms were originally made in porcelain, and so he's using an earthenware clay. I'm really drawn to Shawn's work because of his different surface treatments. I think that he's got tons of different varieties of patterns that he uses with the lines and kind of the dots that he pushes through. It kind of feels like a fabric or a quilt or a pillow. And what's so fantastic about this is he's got the surface treatment on the exterior surface, and he's got some really interesting things happening on the inside. There's these dots that are kind of pushed through, and so you're rewarded as a viewer for the external surface and when you finish your drink on the inside. So I think that's really interesting. So she's taking these iconic objects that we all identify with, and she's kind of fragmenting them. So she's using a slip cast mold and kind of cutting them into pieces and then creating a three-dimensional kind of still life drawing. And what's so nice is she's got this iron decal that gives you another outline or contour of these similar objects.